it's not school after school. It's designed to be fun for the kids. And of course, we do tutoring as well. Next slide. Just really quick, this is another program that we don't do in North Olmsted, which is actually good because the North Olmsted schools are so good. They're not selected for this program, but under No Child Left Behind, there's supplemental education services where we actually work with schools, elementary schools that are having problems. Their kids can select to have additional tutoring, and we provide those services for those different schools. O'Leary and Lorraine. And last year we had about 130 students in that program. This year it's a little smaller. We have about 60 students in the program. And basically it's a special program. The child there is doing the Elite Track system, which we use as our scientific-based tutoring program with them. We've been very successful with that. Next slide. Okay, at this time, I'm actually going to turn the presentation over to Dave Hartman, and I'll be back though for questions at the end. Dave has been with the Horizon Board for quite some time, at least 10 years or more. I don't have a bio for him, but I'm going to go off the cuff here. He's a great guy. He's been in banking for 30+ years. He's currently with the Bank of England. Somehow he finds time to do a lot of volunteer work and help us out at Horizons. He's currently serving as our treasurer of our board. And he's also the chairman of our marketing and advocacy committee. And he wants to talk to you about the Partnership for Children program.
Thank you, David. I was introduced to Horizon Activity Center in 1995 when my son did his Eagle project there. And he completed that, graduated in '96, and Dad didn't have anything more to do with kids. And I wanted to be able to do something that I thought was really helpful. And this, of course, will date me too, but many of us in the room will remember that expression, latchkey kids. That was a real big phrase back then because kids were going home after school with no supervision. That was when, as you know, two members of the family starting to work, and that, of course, has grown more and more and more. So I joined Horizon then, and have been with them ever since on the board. I wanted to say that we wanted to come up with a program that we thought would really help employers in a community and grow our different schools. We have 4 locations in Lorain County, and each one of the locations is located such that it is kind of a community within a community and covers the whole Lorain area down into Elyria very well. And then, of course, they're located so that on interstates, people from Wellington, Oberlin, and so forth, and up into Vermilion, and that can easily access the center to leave their children. The before school and after school program have been phenomenal. Being a nonprofit, it gives us the opportunity to write for grants, to get help so that we can help families that are single mothers raising their children, that maybe they would qualify for different programs that we get, besides, of course, any of the rest, any other people who don't require that. Our buildings that we have, the one on David Drive is the largest. The other 3 that we have built over in Lorain County are all the same architect, so we can grow from where we are right now. We have all the specs, we have the builders, so we're always looking for opportunity for growth and a program for children. It's a program that we have devised that gives an employer an edge, I think. I have worked before in offices where families have had to have their children in daycare, and they're really educational centers, whether they're Horizon or whatever daycare or school they're going to. We're all working hard to try to prepare the kids for school because the parents don't have or don't take the time to work with their kids with the basics because of their time schedules and all of the other things. one thing that Horizon has is we have one of the finest entry systems into our schools. You can feel assured that to get into one of our schools and with the system, you're going to find that they're protected well. Thank you. The other, you really messed me up. That's what these young people do to us. Anyhow, the other thing that I want to spell out is for the employer's standpoint. The main thing is, as employers, we want productivity from our employees. And I think that our communication between the parents that bring their children to our school, come back and pick them up in the evening, that communication system that our directors have is very important to the parents and also, of course, to the employer. What we have done is we have decided that what we're doing is we're setting up partner programs with employers. What it is, we just simply explain to you our program, the benefits that it is to you, and then we also have a small, simple contract that we enter into between the two of us. And the basics of that contract are that we will supply you with information as each one of the different program periods come up. Like we're now getting ready for our summer camp, then there'll be the fall enrollment. We offer care for children at holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we can keep that information to you so you can make it available to your employees. You may not have any employees that have that need now, but as you're hiring people that have young children, it's just another point that you can make and say to them, we know of a center that you ought to check out and look into. So any of you who would be interested in that will be more than glad to talk to you about it and meet with you. I want to make one more comment, since David's given me enough time, is that the state of Ohio and our federal government, because of the funding and the problems of the economy and everything, there have been many, many, many cuts in educational programs. And everybody is scrambling to try to still do their best. I had an opportunity to go to Columbus back in March of a year ago and meet with Nan, and she was a great supporter for all of education for the state of Ohio. And there were programs that got saved, and there were many programs that got cut. But I just want to publicly thank you for all the effort that you did then, and I'm sure you're still doing. Thank you.
That actually concludes our presentation today. We have some contact information here if you'd like more information about Horizons, or you can come and grab us after the meeting. Is there any questions from the floor? No questions? Great.
David, we have an autographed copy of the North Olmsted book.
Well, thank you.
So, thank you very much.
Thank you.